Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can make an object follow along a curve. Now this curve has a lot of thickness to it. I've only done it that way so it stands out well in the tutorial, but I think you guys get the idea. We can draw out a curve and then make an object follow along it. I'm also going to show you how you can set the timing. So if, say for example, you want that to happen over 100 frames or 250 frames, this is very customizable and you can use it for all sorts of applications, not just making a rocket follow along a path. Like a train, for example, an insect moving around a room. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. And just real quick, if you ever want to take your Blender skills further and you want some high quality courses, you can look in the description below and you can actually use my link to get 1 month of free Skillshare. All in the description below, and you can even check out, once you do that, some of my courses. They're all Blender at the moment and they take you step by step from making some really awesome projects, and it comes with all of the files and resources, and it's just really cool. So far I've had hundreds of students and the feedback has been fantastic. So in the description below, and let's get started with this tutorial. Okay, so the goal here is to take an object and then make it move along the curve. Now there's nothing I can think of that's sort of a better model to demonstrate this with than a rocket. So obviously you can use whatever you want. This is just what I'm going to be using to demonstrate this. I have my rocket here in the middle of my scene, and you can see the origin point sits in the middle as well. So if I rotate this, the origin point is quite central to this rocket, which is going to be important. We're then going to go Shift A, and this point we'll go to our curve options and we'll add in a Bezier curve. Now, instead of, and I'm going to quickly just, by the way, I'm just going to hide my rocket so I can just see this a little bit better. Instead of coming in here and moving these points around and like extruding them, which I think honestly is just a waste of time, and there's a much easier way in Blender. Just press A to select everything, press delete, and just delete all of those vertices in here. Let's just quickly turn back on the rocket or whatever object you're working with. And we're still in edit mode with the Bezier curve selected. You can see we're still in edit mode. Blender has this really awesome tool called the draw tool. So if you click on it, you can actually come in here, and I'm going to go back a little bit, and now I can kind of visualize where I want to go. So I'm going to drag, and maybe I'll make the rocket loop like so, and then back this way, something like that, right? Then I can just go over to the move tool. I can enable proportional editing, and then I'll just grab some of these handles, and maybe I'll just sort of maybe change this to connected only. I'll just come here and just kind of move them over a little bit, just so they're not overlapping. And just like that, we've created this very sort of simple course for our rocket here to follow, okay? And you can do this however you want. So this is completely customizable. You can draw out the path that you want. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So in this case, I'm gonna grab the rocket. We're gonna go over to our constraints, and then we're gonna go to add object constraints, and we're gonna go to follow path. Then we can come here to the eyedropper, click on it, and then click on the Bezier curve as our path. It's now selected. So now if you want this to work, what you can do is you can actually click on animate path, and if you hit the spacebar, your rocket will now go along the path like this. Now the problem is it's not following the direction we want. So let's go back to frame 1, okay? And what we'll do is we'll actually come here and we'll enable follow curve, and then we'll go animate path again. And now you'll see it'll follow the path of the curve, and the rocket itself will actually be rotating. The problem is we just need to get the direction correct. So what we can do, going back to frame 1, is we want to change this to Z in this case. It also depends on if you've applied the rotation of your object or not, but in most cases a Z should work quite fine. And then we want the up axis to be on the Y, like so. Make sure that the follow curve is still here, and then just click animate path. And now if we hit the space bar, that should follow along quite nicely. Now, depending on what you want to do, you can always mess around with the settings for different directions, as you can see here, but this is what I'm going to kind of stick with. Now, one thing that this does not give us the ability to control right here is actually the length of the animation. Right now, it's doing this over exactly 100 frames, but this is a 250 frame animation, and maybe I want it to go along this path between frame 0 and frame 250 instead of just between 0 and 100. And the way you do that is by selecting the actual path itself. You go to the curve object data properties here, and then you can go to the path animation, and over here you can see the frames is by default set to 100. Now I'm going to change this to 250. And now what this means, if I go to frame 0, I hit the spacebar, now it'll follow this curve over 250 frames. And at any point I can change this. So I can make this 20 frames. So if I want this to go lightning fast, between 20 frames here, it can go all the way along here, right? Now, I'm just gonna go with 250 like I said. And the cool thing is you could always come in here and you can still extrude and move around your handles. So this is very customizable indeed. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. In my thumbnail, you probably saw that I gave the curve some thickness. The way you can do that, and I just did that for visualization purposes, but you can actually go to geometry and then just sort of go to the bevel depth and give it a bit of depth. But I think you guys get the idea. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.